Hello. It is a very locked time later. That's not even proper English. It is a very many hours later than when I didn't even speak to you this morning. I was just showing you bits because basically I have joined a, I don't even know what you call it, group, circle. It's called Be the Channel, and it's a 4-week kind of intensive group thing. But basically, long story short, we're going to be doing every Tuesday for the next 4 weeks. We are doing like at 7 o'clock in the morning, which was a shock to the system for me. I guess it's like a meditation. Amy calls it an activation. So that I was up for that, and it's at times like that when I remind myself like how much I enjoy once I'm actually up. Being up first thing in the morning, the sun's just coming up, it's lovely and quiet. I'm not like rushed, because then at 9 o'clock Helen the cleaner came in because she had to come in earlier, and then Mum was in, and normally when that all starts happening I just feel really harassed. But this morning we did our, obviously we did the activation meditation, then I did some journaling, I read for a bit, I was cuddled in with Jack Sparrow, and then I went and did my ice bath, and then I felt like I was ready to start my day. And I was having one of those moments a wee while ago where I was like, I feel like I've not achieved much today. But then because I've started doing this daily wins exercise where I write down what I've achieved, like look at that list. It's mad. So I'm very glad that I've decided to do that. One of my wins was getting a matcha from Espresso Cart. They've started doing matchas, which is good. And also another massive win is my dad's colonoscopy coming back clear. So I was starting to get really nervous because he was going in about 2:30, and then it got to, oh well, I was on the call with Ailey from Breeze Connection. So that was when we were on that, 4 o'clock. I think it got to about 4:30 and I hadn't heard anything and I was panicking. But then he actually phoned me when I was on that call and said that they had discovered a couple of polyps, but I think they're like harmless things. So they'd removed them, but they were going to send them off for a biopsy just in case, but they weren't concerned. So that was a huge relief. I just hope that he might now make some lifestyle changes. But it's now 7:15 already. Actually, I'm intending on getting up at the same time again tomorrow because I managed to get another space at Pilates at 9:30 again. So I'll need to get up early anyway, but I want to get up and do the same thing. Hopefully have a nice morning again. But right now I've just put some products on to melt. Oh no, that sounds daft, but and I've just got some admin odds and sods to do. I should probably think about making something for tea, but I don't know what I fancy. Good morning. I am looking for a journal or a notepad because I saw this really, really lovely idea on Instagram, and it was a girl, she was actually going travelling and she'd taken this notepad with her, and every person that she met, she asked them to write a bit of advice in this journal. So the photo she'd put up, she'd asked like her Uber driver to write something in it, and I just thought that's a lovely idea. So I'm going to ask like anyone and everyone to write something in this. I just need to find one. I mean, I do. We all know I have plenty, so it shouldn't be hard. But for some bizarre reason, I can't remember where I've put them. I'm like a squirrel. No, but seriously, I had drawers full of. I remember talking to you lot and saying I was going to choose a new journal. They might be under here. I ideally want one that I can. I might use Tornado's diary because that's blank. I do quite like this one as well, the Hermione one. Yeah, let's go with this one. what else have I got to tell you? Oh, White Rabbit got approved for the Royal Mail online business account, which means that we can offer tracked services for a lot cheaper. So I'm going to try and set that up before Mum gets here, because it's Wednesday and she's at her coffee morning. Well, hello there. Long time no speak. It's now Saturday. I can't actually remember the last time I picked you up and spoke to you.
The world responds to you accordingly.
I want to say... Was it Wednesday? Or was it Tuesday? The old mental health hasn't been the best this week, and stress levels have been very, 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 very high. And I'm sort of, I think I mentioned in my last vlog, but I'm kind of battling this idea of complaining all the time. And I know that this is my safe space and I can talk to you a lot about anything and everything. And I think though, there was a comment on my last vlog from, it was Sam. Hi Sam, if it is you. I'll need to go back and check. And because I talk about money a lot, and I have got a lot of issues that I am working my way through and changing mindsets and whatnot. And I think it kind of got to me a bit in the sense that, and I know Sam, I'm saying Sam, I do apologise if it's not Sam, I could be making that name up. But I know that your comment was kind and you were being helpful and, you know, just trying to give me some suggestions and whatever. And don't get me wrong, I think this is like an ADHD thing where like compulsive spending because you're looking for that dopamine hit is a real thing. But see, if I zoom out and look at things generally, I don't buy a lot. Yes, I buy like books and stuff, which I'm trying to stop doing. But when I look at my income and expenditure spreadsheet, I actually, out with like my monthly direct debits and stuff, the things that I spend the most on is probably like food. And not like, I don't mean in the sense of like takeaways or anything like that, like literally just keep me going throughout the day. And cat food, we can't forget that. Forbid if we didn't buy cat food. But I don't buy clothes. I can't remember the last time I actually went into shops or went to like a shopping centre or something like that and did like a big shopping spree. Like I want to do that, like, and that's where I feel, see when I watch other girls' vlogs and like they're going into like London, or they're going to like, if they're in like Manchester or whatever, go to Trafford Centre, go to Selfridges, I can feel that jealousy building and that resentment. But that's a sign of like you get jealous because it's something you want. And I know that material things don't make you happy, but I think my issue is, especially when it comes to like the mindset, it's like feeling like I can't do that, or if I do spend on myself, I then feel guilty. And I shouldn't feel guilty for treating myself or buying me things that bring me joy. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. And then further to that, whilst also being on the flip side of that, as I say, I've been doing a lot of work around, I'm suddenly freezing, I've been doing a lot of work around like my mindset and trying to work through, I'm also trying to remove the word trying from my vocabulary. I am removing the word trying from it. Do or do not, there is no try. Yeah, like identifying limiting beliefs, like working through them. And it's a page on Instagram, again I can't remember because I have a memory like a sieve, but it's this guy and he always does these reels where he doesn't say anything, he just kind of like points at the screen and like things come up. And one of them was to do with living in the struggle, and it was such a light bulb moment for me. Like I can't tell you how much of a light bulb moment it was, because I was like, that is me. Like even when I think about, you know, like the videos that I've previously put out for White Rabbit, my skincare company, like saying how I'm struggling, how things are really difficult, so on and so forth, like, and if I was to zoom out and look at myself, I would say I am at the moment like what you could define as struggling financially. Like I've got payments bouncing, I still haven't paid myself from February, never mind March. Like, my PT clients have just disappeared for one thing or another. And yeah, but rather than like defining myself by the struggle, which I hold my hands up and admit that's what I have done up until this point, it's flipping things and thinking, no, actually, how abundant am I? And I've been reading Kathy Heller's book Abundant Ever After, and she was saying that it's actually all to do with we all focus on the law of attraction, which gives the implication that you, like a magnet, you attract things to you, when it's actually more to do with the law of reception and your capacity to receive. And she talks about, like, if you've only got the capacity of like a thimble, obviously you can only receive so much, and I currently feel I'm in thimble status right now. And I also remember like highlighting and scribbling around this quote in that, what was that amazing book I read about money? I can see the front cover, it's black, it's amazing. Anyway, he gave the example of, think of money as like grains of sand. So say if you go to a beach and you take a backpack and you filled up that backpack with sand, and that sand and that backpack is what you have said is your money. Now, obviously the backpack has a capacity, it can only take so much, and once it gets past a certain point, like, you won't be able to like lift it or move it, and you'll then resent it because it's so heavy and whatever. But you're then cutting yourself off from billions of other grains of sand or money that's round about you on the beach. And I've clearly been rambling too long because my battery's running out. Catch up after. I'm actually going to the gym right now. Bye! We're laughing at Sam's impressive parking.
That's cracking park. Isn't it? I should get an award for that. How bad that is.
Do you know where you're going? I don't know where I'm going.
Yes, turn right there, out that gate.
Oh!
Somebody...
We're going to paint.
Oh, I know what I was going to say.
What?
Pam was saying to me, how old are you, Sam? I said 58. She went, no! No! Everybody decided doing.
I do like the wee dragon, but
Like, actually. That's a funny wee thing, that's like Pete's dragon. It's cute. Exactly. I think it might have to be in there.
what, mug or?
Yes, the mug. I think
Normally just Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I'm just going to do a normal mug. I'm just going to do a normal mug, I think.
okay.
So you think of painting today?
Change of plan. I'm doing a cup and saucer. In Sam's this mug. It's you in a past life.
Right, I think that will mix that with that. Thank you so much.
I think we're done. Try and imagine this when it's all glazed. You happy with yours?
So much fun. Yes, thank you. We will be back. Thanks.
I've been doing some damage in Primark. Well, not really, actually. I got a dress and a top, and Sam got a bluey.
Cushion.
A bluey. Just what she needs.
Not a bluey, a bluey.
A Now we're going to have a look in the works, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes. Oh my god, look at those freaky things in the window.
Some of them look like I feel after the gym.
just here every Sunday. When he comes. I just moved the car up to the top of the street and Mum was like, have you remembered your dad? I was just chatting away to Mum there, right, and I thought I'll bring the truck up here so you don't need to walk as far. Your Mum was like, don't forget your dad! He's here, he made it, it's fine.